We all want to have a better relationship with the people we care about, don't we? Certain phrases can bother people differently in terms of conversation. The research of over 300 INTJs on which phrases bother them most shows that certain phrases annoy INTJs more than others. And after compiling their answers, we can see what annoys them the most. INTJs' only certainties in reason are their skills, and their confidence in their ideas are one of their main strengths. Unfortunately, their strengths can be turned into weaknesses if they care too much about people's emotions and their language. This is not uncommon among INTJs, unfortunately. That's what today I am talking about. Here are 7 things you should never say to an INTJ personality type. So, be sure to watch until the end of this video. But before starting, take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any new videos just like this one. Welcome back to Blow Your Mind, where you can find the best content for your personal growth. Let's get into it. Starting from the bottom, number 7 on our list is, you don't understand what you are doing. If an INTJ gives an opinion, they most likely spent some time deliberating it. They tend to carefully consider and scrutinize issues before speaking. You are better off asking for an explanation than accusing an INTJ of not knowing what they are talking about. INTJs prefer to look at issues rationally, so they can single out a situation and analyze how someone reacted and what may have been the cause. They can explain why they like something and why they did something. As creative persons, INTJs crave analytics and may get some of their most innovative ideas from it. You cannot appreciate what they are doing unless you give them some freedom to do it. Number 6 on today's list of things you should never tell an INTJ is, why don't you share it? INTJs have one of the most private personalities and lives, and that is true for both men and women. When someone overshares, they get bored and do not want to know about your sister who bullied you in school. People who come in without stopping to talk are common, and they annoy INTJs. They should need to be informed in a polite manner that they should stop speaking, but it is quite rude for an INTJ doing so. However, after a while, INTJs get tired, irritated, and unhappy from non-stop talking. Consequently, they become angry at people who monopolize the conversation. If you can tell them interesting stories or information, they will gladly listen to you for hours, but they must be fascinating and intriguing, however. Next up in number 5 today is, you are very tedious and consistent. If a person is regularly in late, they are not bothered. They can prepare ahead of time or bring something to do during this time if they know it will occur. However, an INTJ can be offended if you suddenly become late, and then early. They need this stability. They also hate when people change their yes to no after a while. Or when someone in a position of authority allows one person to do something but does not allow another. People should follow through on their commitments. Consistency and people actually abiding by their promises are important to INTJs. Number 4 today is, you are not able to do this. An INTJ is extremely frustrated when they get stuck, hindered, or dominated in any way. If you tell them they can't do something, they will probably attempt to prove you how much they can do it. INTJs are renowned for their sudden and unpredictable insights into how things work. They are skilled strategists and can predict future events very well. Think long and hard before making one of their predictions. You may find that their predictions will occur in the future, and they might well be correct. INTJs are pioneers of new processes and generally avoid conventional approaches. INTJs seek to complement existing procedures or create new systems in general. Thank you for watching up to this point. Please hit the like button if you found any value. That let YouTube know that you think others might appreciate this video too. Kicking off the top 3 on our list of things to never say to an INTJ is, you need to be happy and spirited. INTJs value credibility a lot. They do not smile unless they believe the smile is genuine and real. They are not big fans of social pleasure, just because. Despite their typically serious demeanor, this is not something to feel bad about. Isaac Newton and Nikola Tesla, both INTJs, were fantastic people despite their typically serious nature. They had a good sense of humor around the right people. Most INTJs have a good sense of humor, but they do not like being forced to act fakely happy. The runner-up spot and number 2 on our list is, you should not be alone. That's good but not necessarily for an INTJ. Don't overplan your time with an INTJ or constantly text them or overstimulate them so they cannot withdraw in their minds. INTJs must spend time alone every day. INTJs rely on their introverted intuition to connect living points and get knowledge on their goals or theories. To achieve their goals in life, INTJs rely on their intuition. This requires a lot of personal space and energy. They should have time to use their dominant ability and form ideas free from distraction. Coming in at number 1 and topping our list of things you should never say to an INTJ is, you should hang out and go out more. Due to their independent nature, INTJs need a lot of time alone to process their thoughts and explore their intuitions. Try not to force them to be constantly around people if they're not into it. They may not like being pressured to socialize. INTJs despise being informed of a surprise visit. To visit unexpectedly, you must have a good reason, and you must still get their permission first. The INTJs' pre-planned social interactions are not a source of stress for them. They rely on the tertiary function, introverted feeling, to establish whether something is consistent with their values in society. The INTJs are not fans of nonsense, manipulation, or emotional strategies to get their attention. Manipulation is a revolting activity for an INTJ, and it damages the INTJ's full respect for the person who is manipulating. In addition to that, it can happen in any form and ruin INT's feelings for the person. Some of these are common behaviors that many people will find repulsive, but if you share almost all of them, you are most likely an INTJ. This can be a clear, open, and forthcoming personality, as well as direct, honest, and full of ideas. INTJs are often excellent at developing abstract concepts and ideas in their minds, but they often avoid taking action concerning their emotions. This might have detrimental consequences for their personal well-being and long-term relationships. When someone correctly criticizes their work and proposes a superior method, they will be happy and open-minded. Because INTJs are among the most independent personality types, they have to live their lives based on their line of reasoning, and no one can assist them better than themselves. We're now at the end of this video, so let me know in the comment section down below if you recognize yourself in at least one of these 7. If you missed the latest videos, click on the screen up here and discover 15 reasons why everyone needs an INTJ in their lives.